All right, guys, this is your Major League Baseball playoff prediction video. If you're not familiar with baseball, how it works is you have a wild card round, which all starts tomorrow. In the American League, they changed the format in 2020, I believe it was, during COVID. It used to be you had 4 teams make the National League playoffs, 4 teams make the American League playoffs. Now you have 6 teams. You basically have You have 6 teams making the American League, 6 teams making the National League, and then you have a wild card round, which you have a wild card round. Which how that works is in the American League, the top 2 seeds you get a bye. In the National League, the top 2 seeds you get a bye. And then in each league, the American League, National League, you'll have 2 matchups, which will pit the 3 seed against the 6 seed and 4 seed against the 5 seed in both the National League and American League. And got lost for a minute. Yeah. So, which will pit the 3 seed and the 6 seed and the 4 seed versus the 5 seed in each of the American League and National League. And how that works is like you have 3 divisions in the National League, 3 divisions in the American League. And out of the 3 division winners, the division winner with the worst record out of the division winners will have to play in the wild card round. The wild card round, just so you know, is just the best out of 3, just like the WNBA's first round of the playoffs. The wild card round is the same way. It is the best out of 3, so the first team to 2 wins. And all 3 games in the first round, if it goes 3, are at the higher seeds team. So whoever the 3 and 4 seeds are in each of the matchups, all 3 games will be at the 3 seeds ballpark and the 4 seeds ballpark for the respective matchups there. So now that we got that out of the way, and then in the second round, obviously the second round is the best 3 out of 5, and then the American League and National League Championship Series and World Series are our best 4 out of 7. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it. Now, when I do my predictions, I'm going to predict how many games the series will go and who's going to win. So the predictions will be 2 different things. One prediction for how many games the series will go and one prediction for the winners. So let's get into it. We'll start in the American League since I'm a Cubs fan and they made it in the wild card and they're in the National League. So we start off with the American League. Your top 2 seeds. Your number 1 seed is the Toronto Blue Jays. Your number 2 seed is the Seattle Mariners. Who would have thought that when the season started? So the Toronto Blue Jays and Seattle Mariners get the byes for the American League in that wild card round. So let's get in your matchup. We got the number 3 seeded Cleveland Guardians, aka the Cleveland Indians, going up against the number 6 seeded Detroit Tigers. I think this series goes 3 games. I think the series goes all 3 games, and I'm going to go with the Cleveland Guardians to win the series 2-1. Now we move on to and just remember that this series, like all these series, that series, all the home games, all 3 games, if it goes 3, will be at the Cleveland Guardians. And then we go to the Yankees and Red Sox series. We go to the number 4 seed Yankees versus the number 5 seed in Boston Red Sox, which all 3 games, if it goes 3, will be at the New York Yankees. You get the picture here. I'm going to go with the 4 seeded New York Yankees. I'm going to go with this series to go 3 games with the New York Yankees winning this series in 3 games, 2-1. I'm going to go with the New York Yankees to win the series 2-1. So go with the Guardians to win their series 2 games. Go with the Guardians to beat the Tigers 2-1. Go with the Yankees to beat the Red Sox 2-1. And then we move on to the National League. Your top 2 seeds, your number 1 seed, the Milwaukee Brewers. Your number 2 seed, the Philadelphia Phillies. So now we go with the number 3 seeded Dodgers versus the number 6 seeded Cincinnati Reds. Who would have thought the Reds were going to get in there? I'm going to go with this series. I'm actually going to go with this series to go 2 games. Because obviously best 2 out of 3. Going with the Dodgers to win the series 2 games to none. Then we move on to the 4-seeded Cubs versus the 5-seeded Padres. I don't know if the Cubs are going to win this. I'm biased, but I'm going to go with my Cubs for at least 1 round. I'm going with this series to go all 3 games and the Cubs to win it. Going with my Cubbies to win it, 2 games to win. 2 games to 1. Going with my Cubbies to win this, 2 games to 1. So, Dodgers to win over the Reds, 2 games to none. Cubs to win over the Padres, 2 games to 1. So there's my predictions for the first round. And if you want to know who the winners face, the winner of the Guardians and Tigers series will go on to face the Mariners. And the winner of the Yankees and Red Sox go on to face the winner of the Guardians Tigers series goes on to face the Mariners in the American League, and the winner of the Boston Red Sox and Yankees goes on to face the Toronto Blue Jays. In the National League, the winner of the Dodgers and Reds will go on to face the Phillies, and the winner of the Cubs and Padres will go on to face the Milwaukee Brewers. So there you have it. First round of Major League Baseball playoffs. Enjoy it. We'll be back after round 1's over to see how we did for round 1. But let's go Cubbies.